Hey guys, what's going on? Shrimp here. Just want to make a quick video showing you guys how to record and or stream your Battlefield 4 gameplay using OBS and Battlefield 4, of course. First thing you're going to want to do is open your web browser and go to obsproject.com. For some reason it's giving this really long link. Just go to obsproject.com, download the latest version, and install it. Once you've done that, you should see a OBS icon. It'll just say OBS. That's OBS 32-bit. There is a 64-bit version of OBS. It gives about a 5% boost in efficiency when encoding. That's what I use. You don't need to use it. You can just use the OBS 32-bit. However, if you want to see where OBS is installed and or want to use the 64-bit version, go into your file browser, go to local disk. Now, Program Files has all your 64-bit files, if you didn't know that, and Program Files x86 has all your 32-bit files, so there's some knowledge for you. But anyways, go to Program Files, go to OBS, right-click, create a new shortcut, and then boom, you can use the 64-bit version. If you want the 32-bit version, then you can just go to x86, OBS, and here's the 32-bit version. Again, you probably won't notice a tangible difference, but I'm a stickler for that kind of thing. Anyways. So now you're in OBS. Please disregard any of this. That's just me being advanced and having my shit all set up. But anyways, first thing you're going to want to do is go to Settings and create a new profile. Just call it Battlefield 4. I've already done that, so I can't do that again, but yeah. Then just click Add. Once you've done that, go to Encoding. Now, most of you guys are going to want to use what's called X264. That uses your raw CPU power to encode. QuickSync and NVIDIA NVEC are both options which you may be able to use, but I do not recommend them as the quality is absolute crap. Use CBR and enable CBR padding should both be checked. And Twitch does not recommend streaming with a bitrate over 3,500. And in general, I wouldn't recommend streaming over 75% of your available upload bitrate. And for viewer quality, or like for viewership purposes, I would say stream at around 2,500 kilobits per second. That way the stream quality is alright, and your viewers won't have a big loading screen every time you're on Twitch. Next, audio is AAC. Format should be 48 kilohertz for higher quality. Your bit rate, I would say go with 96. You got to remember you're streaming your bit rate, your video bit rate and your audio bit rate together. So what you would end up here with is 2,596. If you go to with 112, of course, audio is marginally better. You're not really going to notice a difference, of course, or at least I don't think you notice a difference really. I usually have mine set to 96, and nobody's complained yet. Channel should be stereo. You can go with mono, of course, but I think it sounds better if it's on stereo. Just hit apply and go down to the next tab, broadcast settings. Here you're going to want to go to the mode and set it to live stream, of course. Streaming service, Twitch, Justin TV. The server should be the closest one to you. For me, that's actually Los Angeles. And then your past stream key. Once you've made a Twitch account, I'm just going to explain this real quickly. Go to your Twitch dashboard, which you can get to by going to the top right hand of the Twitch webpage. Click on your name, and you should see dashboard. In the dashboard, you'll see a couple different tabs. The last tab should be stream key. Show stream key, copy everything from live underscore, and then a shit ton of numbers, copy them all in there. And just paste it in here, and you're good to go. Next, click Auto Reconnect, so that in case your internet dies for a second, and you're in the middle of playing a game and you don't want to fiddle around with it, your stream will automatically try to reconnect after 10 seconds. Delay, I mean, that's only if you're, say, doing competitive or whatnot. Minimize network impact. You shouldn't need it unless you notice that your ping starts going crazy high or your stream starts stuttering or something like that. Then just ask me in the comments below or that kind of thing. Next, this is kind of an advanced option, but save to file. Basically what it'll do is it'll stream to Twitch and it'll record the exact same copy to your hard drive. So you can do this if you want to make it YouTube videos later, or if you want to say, I don't know, just do whatever with it. I do that personally. I have a 4 terabyte hard drive where I save all my videos on. It uses, at this bit rate, you'll use about 1.2 gigabyte per hour, which is pretty damn small. But anyways, if you want to do that, just check that little box right there and choose a file path. I do recommend using the % as the name. So if you go on browse, put % right here. If you do that, the title of the video will be the date and the time that it is finished recording. If you put it as, say, Battlefield 4, what will happen is it'll do Battlefield 4 will be the first video. If you start recording again, it'll be Battlefield 4, and then it'll have a little 1 next to it, and then the next one will be Battlefield 2. So I personally go with the %, and in the rewrite of OBS, which is currently being worked on, there will be more options. Then the start stream hotkey, pretty self-explanatory. Mine's set to F12. You can set it to whatever you want to. Just remember, try to make it something that you don't hit accidentally too much, or else it'll be really annoying. And then same with recording. You can record and stream independently. Generally, when you stream, you automatically record, of course. But it's not the other way around. You can record and not stream. As you can see down here, it says start recording or start streaming. You can click start recording and it won't stream, or you can click streaming and it'll stream and record. Just hit apply, go down to video. You should see where it says video adapter. You should see your graphics card. Mine's a AMD Radeon HD 7970, and just don't even do anything with that. Custom. Set your base resolution to whatever you're going to be playing the game at. So if you're playing at 1920 by 1080 or 1440, so that's what, 2560 by 1440p, set it to that. Next, I would recommend you do this. Anyone with an i7 or an i5 processor, where it says resolution downscale, set it to 1.5. Set the filter to Lanczos for best downscaling performance, and then and quality, and then also set the FPS to 30. You can set the FPS to 60, which will use a little bit more CPU, and it'll also cut the quality of your video in half, if you think about it, right? Because there's not as much like room to render pixels as there would be if you do 30. So I generally do 30, which is fine for most people on Twitch. They won't even really notice it. If you're going for extremely smooth gameplay, you could try 45, because that's a sweet spot between going full 60 and going over 30. So yeah, I'll just leave it at this. That should be all good. In audio, choose your speakers in desktop audio device, or choose your headphones. So for me, that's my headset earphone. That's the Astro Mixamp Pro. And then for your microphone, it'll probably be the same as your headset. And just choose that. Hit apply. You don't need to mess around with any of the other settings unless you want to mute your mic while recording, or mute your desktop, or you want to do a push to talk or some other stuff. You can figure that all out. That's pretty easy. Next, you're going to want to go to advanced. By default, use multi-threaded optimization should be on. Now, something you can do is, if your computer is on the lower side of specs, is you can make the process priority class high, which means that OBS will, the computer will try to make OBS run faster than, say, your games or anything else. But that's totally up to you. I'd recommend leaving that at just normal. Scene buffering time is default 700. That's also fine unless you have come up with other issues. And now we cut to CPU preset. So if you have a 4-core AMD or Intel i5, I would recommend staying at very fast or faster. If you have an i7 or an AMD 8320, 8350, or 95 something or other overclocked, you can use fast or medium. Slow and slower you cannot use while playing on the same PC. Remember, you're playing Battlefield and streaming from the same computer. So again, very fast and faster for 4 cores, and fast and medium for 8 cores. That's the general rule. Of course, your system may vary and it may be different. So yeah. Next up, encoding profile should be high. That way the video quality is nicer. Keyframe interval, this is a Twitch not a recommendation, it's a requirement. Set that to 2. And use CFR is on. Now this is again something, this is a very advanced setting right here, but I would uncheck use custom encoder settings. If you want to use custom encoder settings, go on the OBS forums or ask me down below. I may do another video on it, or say, I don't know, just I wouldn't mess around with it until you really know what you're doing. Anyways, hit apply and you should be done. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a new scene. You should see default in there. Just right click in the scene box down at the bottom. Right click, add scene, blah 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 blah, and then boom. You have no source in there. What you're going to want to do now is actually launch Battlefield 4. So give me a sec here. I'm going to actually launch it. I would recommend going into the test range for this. That way it's really easy to get in and you load really fast. So you go into the test range, play now. Looks like I got a new friend request. Friend has been added to your comm center. And let that load. Once you see this little symbol right here, you should be all good. What you want to do is want to right click in sources, hit add game capture, call it Battlefield 4, just so you, or BF4, just whatever you can remember, just whatever tells you it's Battlefield 4. Oh, not what I wanted to do. And hit OK. Then you should see a bunch of, you should see select application, choose the application. You should see, hold up, let's refresh. Add game capture, Battlefield 4. You should see Battlefield 4 under here. If you do not, you may have to run your program in administrator mode. Just right click and launch OBS administrator. But anyways, you should see Battlefield 4 and just click on it. And I can't do it right now because I have two OBS windows open, one for recording, one for showing the demo. That's why it's not showing up here. But just click Battlefield 4, click OK, and then what you want to do is you want to click Preview. If you've done everything right, you should see your Battlefield 4 window pop up. You should also see down here in your mic when talking, you should see it moving, and if Battlefield 4 you make any sort of noise, you should see movement as well. This is your mic, this is your desktop audio. If you want to edit your scene and move sources around and move stuff around, you can click on Edit Scene, and then you should see a black box around, and you can move it around, and yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope this has been helpful. This is just a really crude, I mean the crudest of crudestine that you can do. Here's just me flying around. I am playing on all ultra settings. My OBS video recording settings are really low right now because I'm uploading to YouTube. If I were to stream, I would set them a little bit, you know, I'd have more restrictions so that the video quality is nicer. But hopefully you guys kind of get the idea, and hopefully you guys can do that. If you guys want a tutorial on how to stream or on how to make YouTube videos with OBS, I can give you one of those as well. That's fairly easy. Just set the mode from live stream to file output only, and then you can do that. Oh, am I gonna crash? No, I'm not. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you really did enjoy the video. If you have any questions, again, I realize this is a pretty crude video. If you have any questions, let me know below, or send me a PM or a message or whatever. And if you guys have any more video requests, let me know as well. I can definitely do those. And yeah, give me a like and a comment. I'll see you guys later. Peace.